Struggling with hypertension? These 5 simple breakfasts could start healing your blood vessels in days. Yes, you heard that right. Most people think managing blood pressure is all about pills, exercise, or cutting salt. And while those things matter, what you eat first thing in the morning can either stabilize your blood pressure or silently make it worse. In this video, we're breaking down 5 powerful breakfast options that are backed by science, easy to make, packed with heart-healthy nutrients like potassium, magnesium, and fiber. And best of all, delicious. Whether you're newly diagnosed or trying to get off meds, these meals give your body what it needs to lower blood pressure naturally, starting with your first bite of the day. Stay tuned to the end, because we'll also reveal what breakfast mistakes to avoid if you're serious about protecting your heart. Let's jump into it. Why breakfast matters for blood pressure. You've probably heard the saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But when it comes to blood pressure, that phrase takes on a whole new meaning. Your body's internal clock, also known as the circadian rhythm, regulates hormones like cortisol, which naturally spike in the morning to help wake you up. But elevated cortisol also raises blood pressure temporarily. If you combine that with a high sodium or sugary breakfast, you're stacking the deck against your heart before the day even begins. Now let's talk about what skipping breakfast does. When you skip your first meal, your body interprets it as a stressor. This activates your sympathetic nervous system, the same one responsible for the fight or flight response. That leads to a faster heart rate, tighter blood vessels, and yes, higher blood pressure. In fact, studies show that habitual breakfast skippers are more likely to develop hypertension over time, and the effects aren't just short-term. It impacts your metabolism, stress levels, and even how your body handles sodium for the rest of the day. On the flip side, a well-balanced, nutrient-rich breakfast does the opposite. Promotes stable blood sugar, supports the parasympathetic nervous system, your calm, rest and digest mode, helps regulate appetite and reduce cravings later in the day, provides key minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium that relax blood vessels and improve circulation. So what makes a blood pressure-friendly breakfast? Low in sodium, rich in fiber, high in potassium and magnesium, balanced with protein and healthy fats, free from refined carbs and excess sugar. It doesn't need to be fancy. Even simple choices like oatmeal with flax seeds or a banana smoothie with almond milk can start shifting your blood pressure in the right direction fast. Now that you know why breakfast plays such a crucial role, let's dive into our first powerful recipe. Up next, the #1 BP-lowering breakfast you can make in just 5 minutes, and it tastes amazing. Breakfast #1, oatmeal with flax seeds and berries. It's simple, it's affordable, and it just might be the ultimate heart-healthy breakfast. Oatmeal, especially rolled or steel-cut oats, is a blood pressure-lowering powerhouse. It's loaded with beta-glucans, a type of soluble fiber that helps reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and improves artery flexibility. This leads to better circulation and lower overall blood pressure. But oatmeal alone isn't the hero here. Let's talk about toppings. Flax seeds. Tiny seeds, massive impact. Flax seeds might be small, but they pack a big punch for high blood pressure. They're rich in ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Lignans, natural plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Magnesium, essential for blood vessel relaxation. A study published in Hypertension found that people who consumed 30 grams, about 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, daily saw significant reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure within 6 months. That's comparable to some medications. The key? Use ground flax seeds, not whole. Your body absorbs the nutrients more effectively. Berries, colorful, delicious, and BP-friendly. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whichever you love. They're loaded with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress. Vitamin C, which supports blood vessel health. Potassium, which helps balance out sodium in the body. A Harvard study found that people who ate berries 3 times a week had an 8% reduction in their risk of hypertension. Plus, they add natural sweetness to your bowl without spiking blood sugar like refined sugars do. Quick recipe: Power Oats Bowl. Ingredients: ½ cup rolled oats, 1 cup water or unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds, 1/2 cup mixed berries, fresh or frozen. Dash of cinnamon, optional, great for BP and blood sugar. Instructions. Cook oats in water or almond milk over medium heat. Once thick, stir in flax seeds and cinnamon. Top with berries before serving. Want a no-cook option? Try overnight oats. Combine all ingredients in a jar, stir, refrigerate overnight, and eat in the morning. No cooking required. Why it works. This breakfast is high in fiber, low in sodium, rich in potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats. Naturally anti-inflammatory, satisfying and slow digesting, no mid-morning blood sugar crashes. It's one of the easiest ways to start your day on the right side of blood pressure control, and it tastes great too. Up next, a trendy favorite that's more than just Instagram worthy. Let's dive into breakfast number 2, avocado toast on whole grain bread, a BP-friendly twist on a classic. Breakfast number 2, avocado toast on whole grain bread. It's creamy, satisfying, and a social media favorite. But avocado toast isn't just trendy. It's also one of the most heart-healthy breakfasts you can eat, especially if you're managing high blood pressure. Let's break down why this simple combo of healthy fat plus whole grains is a win for your cardiovascular system. Avocados, nature's blood pressure medicine. Avocados are a nutritional goldmine. They're rich in potassium, even more than bananas. Magnesium, crucial for relaxing blood vessels. Monounsaturated fats, the same healthy fats found in olive oil. Fiber, supports digestion and cholesterol balance. Potassium is particularly important here. It helps flush excess sodium out of the body, relax the walls of blood vessels, lower tension in the arteries, and here's the kicker. The average adult doesn't get enough potassium. One avocado gives you nearly 700 milligrams, which is a major step toward meeting the daily target of 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams for BP support. Whole grain bread, more than just a base. Now let's talk about toast. White bread? That's a no-go. It spikes blood sugar and offers little nutritional value. But whole grain or sprouted grain bread is a different story. It's high in soluble and insoluble fiber, B vitamins, slow-digesting carbs that keep your blood sugar steady. Whole grains have been shown to lower systolic blood pressure by up to 6 millimeters of mercury, especially when they replace refined grains in the diet. Always look for options labeled 100% whole grain or sprouted grain, and check that they're low in sodium. Add smart toppings for extra power. Want to make your toast even more BP-friendly? Try these nutrient-packed toppings. Tomato slices, rich in lycopene, an antioxidant linked to lower BP. Pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, magnesium boost. Red pepper flakes or turmeric, natural anti-inflammatories. A poached egg, optional, if part of a balanced, heart-conscious diet. You can even mash in a bit of garlic or lemon juice for flavor, both of which support heart health. Quick recipe, heart-healthy avocado toast. Ingredients, 1 slice of whole grain bread, toasted. 1/2 ripe avocado, mashed. Pinch of black pepper. Optional, tomato slices, seeds, herbs, poached egg. Instructions, toast the bread to your liking. Mash avocado onto the toast. Sprinkle with toppings of your choice. Eat fresh and feel great. Why it works. This breakfast is rich in potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats, free of added sugar and sodium, loaded with antioxidants and fiber, delicious and filling without causing blood sugar spikes. And best of all, it takes under 5 minutes to prepare, making it perfect for busy mornings. Next up, a creamy, crunchy, protein-packed parfait that supports your gut and your blood pressure. Let's move on to breakfast number 3. Breakfast number 3, Greek yogurt parfait with walnuts and chia seeds. Looking for a breakfast that's quick, creamy, crunchy, and packed with blood pressure-friendly nutrients? A Greek yogurt parfait layered with walnuts, chia seeds, and fruit checks all the boxes. This delicious combo supports your gut health, heart function, and blood pressure regulation, all in one simple glass or bowl. Greek yogurt, creamy protein plus probiotic power. Greek yogurt isn't just a protein powerhouse. It also contains calcium, which helps blood vessels tighten and relax properly. Offers probiotics, which promote a healthy gut, and recent research shows your gut microbiome plays a role in blood pressure regulation. Is lower in lactose and higher in protein compared to regular yogurt, keeping you fuller longer and reducing unnecessary snacking. Look for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to avoid added sugars. Those can cancel out the benefits. Walnuts, crunchy omega-3s for heart health. Walnuts are one of the few plant-based sources of ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fat proven to support heart health. They also deliver magnesium, a mineral critical for blood vessel dilation, antioxidants, which reduce inflammation and protect arterial walls, protein and fiber, to help control appetite and blood sugar levels. In fact, several studies suggest that daily walnut consumption can improve blood vessel function and slightly reduce blood pressure over time. Chia seeds, small seeds, big benefits. These tiny black seeds swell up in liquid, forming a gel-like texture that adds thickness to your parfait and a powerful punch of nutrition. Chia seeds are packed with fiber, helping regulate blood sugar and keep digestion smooth. Rich in potassium, magnesium, and calcium, all crucial for BP regulation. One of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids. Even just 1 tablespoon delivers over 10% of your daily magnesium needs. Add fresh fruit for extra power. Adding fruits like berries, kiwi, or bananas can enhance the flavor and boost the potassium and antioxidant content of your parfait. Choose fruits with low glycemic index values to prevent blood sugar spikes, and always go for fresh or frozen instead of canned, which often includes added sugars and sodium. Quick recipe, BP-friendly yogurt parfait. Ingredients: 3/4 cup plain Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, 2 tablespoons chopped walnuts, 1/2 cup fresh berries or sliced banana, dash of cinnamon or drizzle of pure honey, optional. Instructions: in a bowl or glass, layer yogurt, fruit, walnuts, and chia seeds. Repeat layers as needed. Let sit for 5 minutes to allow chia seeds to absorb liquid or refrigerate overnight. Enjoy with a spoon and a smile. Why it works. This breakfast is protein-rich and satiating, loaded with fiber, calcium, magnesium, and omega-3s. Great for gut and heart health. Naturally low in sodium and added sugar. Easy to prepare the night before. It's a fast, functional, and flavorful way to nourish your heart every morning. Next up, a warm, savory, protein-packed breakfast that satisfies your appetite and your blood pressure goals. Let's talk about breakfast number 4. Breakfast number 4, spinach and veggie omelette with olive oil. Think eggs are off limits for heart health? Think again. When prepared right, an omelette loaded with greens and cooked in olive oil becomes a blood pressure-friendly, nutrient-dense breakfast that's easy, filling, and full of flavor. Let's look at why this classic breakfast, with a healthy twist, deserves a place on your plate. Spinach, a green powerhouse. Spinach isn't just low in calories, it's loaded with nutrients that directly lower blood pressure, including magnesium, relaxes blood vessels, potassium, counters sodium and improves fluid balance, nitrates, naturally occurring compounds that improve blood flow and reduce arterial stiffness, calcium, supports vascular muscle function. Eating nitrate-rich greens like spinach has been shown to reduce both systolic and diastolic pressure, especially in people with hypertension. Veggies, nature's medicine for the heart. Adding more vegetables like onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, and bell peppers increases the fiber, antioxidants, and potassium content of your breakfast. Tomatoes contain lycopene, which helps reduce inflammation and supports artery function. Onions and garlic contain natural vasodilators. Bell peppers are rich in vitamin C, which helps improve blood vessel flexibility. This colorful mix works synergistically to protect your cardiovascular system and support steady blood pressure throughout the day. Eggs, don't fear the yolks, in moderation. Eggs get a bad reputation, but they're actually high in protein, which helps control appetite and blood sugar. A source of vitamin D and B12, both linked to better heart health. Contain choline, important for brain and nerve function. If you're concerned about cholesterol, use 1 whole egg plus 1 or 2 egg whites. For most people, Moderate egg consumption, up to 6 to 7 per week, doesn't negatively impact heart health and may even help due to the satiety factor. Olive oil, the healthy fat that heals. Instead of butter or processed oils, cook your omelet in extra virgin olive oil. It's packed with monounsaturated fats, antioxidants like polyphenols, anti-inflammatory properties. Studies from the Mediterranean diet show that olive oil significantly reduces cardiovascular risk, and it's ideal for low-heat cooking, like sautéing vegetables and eggs. Quick recipe, spinach and veggie omelet. Ingredients, 1 whole egg plus 1 to 2 egg whites. Half cup chopped spinach, 1 4-cup chopped tomatoes and onions. 1 teaspoon extra virgin olive oil. Optional, bell peppers, garlic, herbs, pinch of black pepper. Instructions: sauté vegetables in olive oil over medium heat until soft. Whisk eggs and pour over veggies. Cook until firm, fold and serve hot. Pair with a slice of whole grain toast or avocado for extra BP benefit. Why it works. This breakfast is rich in blood pressure lowering minerals like potassium and magnesium. High in protein to control appetite and support weight. Packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory nutrients. Balanced with healthy fats and fiber. Customizable and quick. It's the perfect savory option for those who want more than oatmeal or yogurt without sacrificing heart health. Now for the final breakfast on our list, a quick, delicious smoothie that fights high blood pressure, even when you're running out the door. Breakfast number 5, banana almond smoothie with unsweetened plant milk. If you're busy, always on the go, or just not into heavy meals in the morning, this one's for you. A smoothie made with banana, almonds, and unsweetened plant milk is not only fast, it's a blood pressure balancing powerhouse that takes just 2 minutes to make. Let's break down why this simple drink packs a major punch for your cardiovascular system. Bananas, nature's potassium pill. Bananas are famous for their potassium content, and that's exactly what makes them perfect for blood pressure control. Just 1 medium banana contains over 400 milligrams of potassium, which helps counter the effects of sodium, supports fluid balance, reduces strain on artery walls, promotes smoother, more relaxed blood flow. Regular potassium intake is consistently linked to lower systolic and diastolic blood pressure, especially in people who consume too much salt. Almonds, crunchy nutrients for a stronger heart. Almonds are rich in magnesium, helps blood vessels relax. Healthy fats, support good cholesterol levels. Vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects artery walls. Plant-based protein, for blood sugar stability. Just a handful of almonds a day has been shown to support better arterial function and may even help reduce blood pressure in people with metabolic syndrome. In smoothie form, you can use almond butter, unsweetened, soaked raw almonds, almond flour, all provide similar benefits. Unsweetened plant milk, low-sodium liquid base. Using unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or soy milk as your smoothie base keeps sodium low and adds creaminess without unnecessary sugar or dairy. Many people with high blood pressure are also sensitive to lactose or saturated fat, making plant milk a heart-smart choice. Just make sure to check labels and avoid added sugars or flavored versions that sneak in sweeteners and salt. Optional add-ins for extra power. You can boost this smoothie with chia seeds or ground flax seeds for omega-3s and fiber. Cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar and reduce BP. Spinach blends easily and adds nitrates plus potassium. Cocoa powder, dark chocolate benefits without the sugar. Frozen berries, antioxidants and a richer flavor. These additions turn your drink into a complete, heart-supporting meal, perfect for busy mornings. Quick recipe, banana almond BP smoothie. Ingredients, 1 banana, fresh or frozen, 1 tablespoon almond butter or 8 soaked almonds, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk or oat milk. Optional, 1 teaspoon chia seeds, 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, handful spinach. Instructions, add all ingredients to a blender. Blend until smooth. Pour into a glass or to-go cup. Drink fresh and enjoy. Why it works. This smoothie is loaded with potassium and magnesium, free from added sugar, dairy, and sodium. fast and portable, easy to customize, great for weight management, gut health, and energy. Whether you're racing out the door or just want something light yet nourishing, this smoothie supports your blood pressure without skipping breakfast. Up next, let's talk about what not to eat in the morning if you're serious about lowering your BP. What to avoid in breakfasts if you have high blood pressure. So far, we've focused on what you should eat. Now let's talk about what to cut out of your morning routine if you're trying to lower your blood pressure naturally. Many people unknowingly start their day with foods that seem healthy, but are actually loaded with sodium, sugar, or harmful fats that silently spike blood pressure. Let's break down the biggest offenders. 1. Processed meats, bacon, sausages, ham. These breakfast staples are among the worst culprits for high sodium intake. Even small portions can contain over 500 to 700 milligrams of sodium, and most people eat more than one serving. High sodium equals increased water retention equals more pressure on blood vessels. Processed meats are also high in saturated fat and nitrates, which may contribute to inflammation and endothelial dysfunction. 2. Sugary cereals and granola bars. Cereals marketed as healthy can be loaded with added sugar and sodium. Some even have as much sugar as a can of soda. These spike your blood sugar, triggering an insulin surge and causing energy crashes that promote stress, all of which can raise blood pressure indirectly. Always check the label. Look for cereals with under 5 grams of sugar per serving. Whole grains is the first ingredient. No sodium or artificial flavors. 3. White bread and refined carbs. White toast, pancakes, pastries. They may be morning favorites, but they're also blood sugar bombs. Refined carbs break down quickly into glucose, causing your insulin and blood pressure to spike. Over time, they promote insulin resistance and inflammation, both linked to hypertension. Swap these for whole grain or sprouted grain alternatives. 4th, breakfast sandwiches from fast food chains. These are usually packed with processed meats, refined carbs, buns, biscuits, excess salt, and preservatives. One fast food breakfast sandwich can contain over 1,200 milligrams of sodium, nearly your entire daily limit in one meal. They're also low in fiber and nutrients, a recipe for poor heart health. 5. Fruit juices and flavored lattes. Yes, even drinks can sabotage your BP. Most store-bought juices are stripped of fiber and full of added sugars. Flavored coffee drinks can contain more sugar than a dessert. These cause blood sugar spikes, increase inflammation, and lead to mid-morning crashes that stimulate stress hormones like cortisol, pushing blood pressure higher. Opt for a whole fruit instead of juice. Black coffee, green tea, or herbal infusions without added sugar. In short, your breakfast could be your medicine or your biggest mistake. Choose wisely and your blood vessels will thank you. You don't need to change everything overnight. Even swapping out just one unhealthy breakfast for a heart-healthy one can start moving your numbers in the right direction. Over time, your blood pressure responds to consistency, not perfection. You have the power to lower your blood pressure one meal at a time, and it all begins with your very first bite each day. So tell me in the comments, which of these 5 breakfasts are you excited to try tomorrow morning? Or, better yet, which one are you already using to fuel your body and protect your heart? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to eat their way to better blood pressure. Your heart deserves it, and so do you.